everyone, and welcome to my new video. This is New Super Mario Brothers on the Nintendo Wii, and as you can see from that amazing start that I just did then, I am absolutely shockingly bad at Mario games. I never really got into the Super Mario games to the same level that I did with the Sonic the Hedgehog games, and I think the Mario was probably by virtue of the fact that, and dare I be somewhat controversial here, Mario required a little bit more skill, and whereas sort of Sonic, you know, you could burn through a lot of the level just by going fast and spinning. With Mario there was a lot more pitfalls on each level. I mean, obviously it's a much slower paced game. You know, it doesn't take much in the way of a genius to figure that one out. I mean, you know, a sort of overweight plumber is not going to be able to burn up the landscape at the same rate of knots as, you know, a blue hedgehog that clearly is being taken too many amphetamines. But that's not to say that Mario doesn't offer a great platforming reward in his own right, because he does. You know, and Super Mario was, or Mario, you know, whether Super or not, was never about that. You know, it was always about being a bit more slow-paced. I wouldn't say puzzle in the strictest sense of the word, but certainly challenging in a unique kind of way. And I do find playing Mario these days, now I've got a bit older, kind of refreshing. As I say, I do regret not playing these when I was younger, but I never owned a Nintendo system when I was a kid. I was very much a Sega person, as I've said in other videos, so, you know, at least I've been able to get to Mario later on in life, and I've come to him at an age where I'm just, most of the time, I'm just diabolically crap at them, but I still enjoy them. And this is a phenomenal game. I mean, graphically it is gorgeous. I know it's on the Wii, you know, and so therefore, you know, it should look really good, but it is really, really good, and it plays well too. The usage of the motion control is kept to a minimum. I mean, you turn the control on its side and you essentially use it as an old-fashioned NES controller, and that's how the game controls are pretty much set out. You've got your button 1 and your button 2. You'll get some occasional motion control action, as you saw earlier when I picked up one of the toadstools and chucked him, but, you know, they're not, it's not a main feature of the game. You know, the main feature of the game is true to its original platform elements, with just lots of nice effects thrown in as well. You know, it's a classic Mario game, there's no two ways about it. The main difference is like the introduction of multiplayer options, which really does make a huge difference to me. Being able to play any Mario game when you can have, you know, a cast of other Mario characters and what have you running around in there is awesome. And yeah, you know, as I say, it does tick all those boxes. And as you can see, you know, it stays relatively true to the original Super Mario Brothers type game, in that it, you know, it is essentially a 2D platform. You know, it's a highly evolved 2D platformer, but you know, at its core, that's what it is. But as you'll see soon, you know, all of this stuff, it sort of comes with the usual drawback for me, in the fact that I am completely shit at platform games like this, and try as I might, I always end up making a complete town halls of everything. I think the problem I have is I obsess at collecting things in a game, like the coins, and I will obsess over picking up the coins in these games to the point where it's actually detrimental. I mean, I'm sure there are some coins that, you know, you're just not supposed to be able to pick up without the usage of multiplayer, or, you know, maybe a second playthrough with different power-ups. I don't know, but I get far too obsessed in doing silly ass things that usually ends up in me dying rather infuriatingly, and then I'll like get in a major sulk and not play the game for God knows how long. And that is a pretty fair assessment of my Mario skills. Now, well, was kind of where I got when I was recording this video, and believe me, I tried this a number of times, and I know I'm only on World 1, it's a disgrace, I'm crap, I'm rubbish, yes I know all of these things, but when I got so angry with this that essentially when I was recording this video, I could not be arsed trying to get past that bit at all. I tried it a few times, failed dismally. I know there's a very, very simple way of doing it, and I'm not doing it. I accept it. Honestly, anybody out there, you're not telling me things I don't already know, but this is the main reason why games like Mario tend to remain uncompleted in my games collection. It's not because I think they're rubbish, because they're not. I think they're fantastic. It's just because I'm rubbish, and I just always get to a point in a Super Mario Brothers game, and it's happened with Mario 3D on the DS. I reach a point where I'm required to think, and everything goes out the window. As you can see here, I start dying in places I never died before because my concentration level goes. And I honestly don't know what happens, and it's always when I'm playing bloody Mario games. I cannot put my finger on why it happens. It's like my whole coordination just goes out the window, and I don't really have this as equal a problem with the Sonic games. And as I say, I think it's because Sonic just goes along that fast. I just keep hitting like the spin and attack buttons repeatedly, and that seems to take care of a lot of the challenges that I face in it. But no, when it comes to Mario, you can't do that, and I just forget how to get past the little things. There's little nuances in the game that you have to master, little subtle things that you need to remember to get past certain sections, and that all goes out the window with me. And I just end up, it's like I just end up going completely berserk for some reason. But anyway, yeah, this is a very poor representation of Super Mario Brothers on new Super Mario Brothers on the Wii. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more videos to come.